Hi, this is Brian from Cantech TV. We're here with Sunil from Extreme Ventures Partners. Sunil, great to have you here.
Hey, great to have you.
Perfect. What brings you here to our event tonight?
Well, it's a great event, and we're very active at Extreme Ventures in supporting early-stage tech entrepreneurs. So we're investing in startups very aggressively, probably 18 or 19 investments so far in the past year and a half. Most of them are between Toronto and Waterloo, so we're, very committed to the ecosystem, and we see amazing talent and amazing opportunities to put some money to work and help companies grow and take over the world.
Absolutely. Now, just within, I'd say, the past 5 years, we're noticing a movement of not only talent being retained in Canada, but also a movement of VC interest moving into Canada, and of course the rest of the global economy, more so outside Silicon Valley. What's the particular reason about that? Is just more of an opportunity? If you could maybe speak a little bit about that.
Sure. I think the reality is that Canada and cities like Toronto in particular have a depth of talent. So we have a tremendous number of engineering schools, computer science, design, business. We're producing talented people at a very aggressive clip, and very entrepreneurial people. So there's a lot of companies that are taking shape, and definitely we have investors like Extreme and many others here in the local environment, but U.S. investors are certainly taking note. We love to co-invest with them. Valuations are attractive. Burn rates are a little lower than what you might find in the U.S. And another thing is retention is very strong. I think Canadians are very loyal to the companies that they start working with, and so there's less turnover amongst important talent for companies, and that leads to better midterm and long-term potential for companies here versus maybe some other parts of the world.
Absolutely. So a lot of traction that's been built from 5 years till now. Do you assume that same type of consistent growth in Canadian economies and as well as the VC capital come 5 years from now?
I absolutely do. I think people are really starting to note that the tech subsector is really one of the areas of strength that we see across Canada, certainly across major cities and certainly in important technology clusters like in Waterloo, which is obviously very close to here. And, we have a very multi-ethnic, multicultural city that relates very well to tech startups. I think immigrants and first and second generation Canadians are disproportionately entrepreneurial, and I think that they're also disproportionately likely to go to computer science and engineering and design schools, and all you have to do is walk around the hallways at some of the the top universities in this city and nearby, and you'll see that. And so that's one of the strengths that Canada has and certain our major cities have. And then also when you look at vibrant downtowns like Toronto, where you have a lot of young people living and working, able to walk to work, live in close proximity to their offices, socialize at places like this, that's very unique. And you see it in very few cities around the world. So I'm very excited by what's going to happen in the long term here. And I think many other people are as well. And that's why we saw so many up here from the U.S. to see firsthand what's going on in Toronto.
Absolutely, and we're seeing an emergence of startups in multiple sectors of tech. Now, a curious question, a little bit more catered towards a certain industry. Regarding Bitcoin and blockchain, have you seen any progression towards Bitcoin and blockchain? Do you have an opinion? Do you think it's positive, negative? Open floor to you.
Well, overall, in the fintech space, this is an area where we really have a leadership position. We are one of the rare combinations of finance and software. And so as a result, things like blockchain and cryptocurrency really has enormous potential here. I myself haven't done investments in cryptocurrency or alternate currencies, but I can tell you I've gone to places like Argentina, to the Latin American Bitcoin Summit, and I've really seen the importance of that type of technology, especially in emerging markets where there's some currency issues and where remittances and money transfer is very important to retain and transfer wealth. And so I think, there's programs around this city like Decentral that are doing enormous global leadership in Bitcoin and crypto. And I think that's you're going to see more of that here. And I'm actually waiting to do my first investment in this area. I'm quite excited by it.
Absolutely. And fintech seems to be a big chunk of what Bitcoin's doing right now. Last question for you. Bitcoin price has been hovering for the past little while around 200, 250 American dollars. Do you see that staying consistent, which is great for volatility? What's your prediction on where the Bitcoin price is going to be this time next year?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't own Bitcoin, but what I'm more I mean, what I'm more inspired by is the underlying blockchain technology and how really that is disruptive, and it's certainly captured the attention of our banks and our intermediaries in finance and tech. Whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or other types of cryptocurrencies, I'm not sure what will really be the type of currency to invest in for financial return, and whether Bitcoin will come back to its levels that we saw 2 years ago. I don't know, but I think the mainstream adoption is coming on board, and people kind of really understand that the technology at its core is very robust, and so now I think it's nothing but potential for all types of cryptocurrencies.
Absolutely. Sunil from Extreme Ventures, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.